Right now, Nisha, I'm in such a crazy situation because Jazz Rippies had a vote, and 96% of the people everyone was allowed to look at a document, because we brought Israelis, Palestinian musicians together with Americans at the United Nations, and we've been working with Israelis and Palestinians together for 23 years. And we put something together, and we allowed people to frequently asked questions. They asked all their questions. We answered all their questions. We had a document they could click on, and we said, listen, vote. You can choose what we have. You can choose the way it is now, or you can choose the escalation, which we've had since an escalation. No, zero. No one chose what is happening. Yes. Not even one person chose that. Only 4% chose to keep things the way they are. And those could be those people who are like, we got to kill them or they're going to kill us. If we don't annihilate them, they're going to annihilate on both sides. 96% chose the Jazz Rippies. So you would think if you had a 96, that somebody in charge of this war on both sides would say, wait a minute, let me take a look at that. Let me take a look at your proposal. Do you know what I mean? And we're just in dystopia. I don't hear, should I check my phone to see if one of them's calling me? No, they're not calling. And this thing could be ended.
Yes.
So are we in dystopia or what's going on here? Have we always been?
Well, psychiatrist Carl Jung talks about our shadow side. So we all have a shadow, and we have good and not so good aspects of the shadow. So the governments always reflect the shadow of the people. So it tells us how we have lost our track as a society, because society is meant to survive with tribe, community, with love, with helping each other, with really, building the community. So everything that's going on is a reflection of our shadow. So again, if we want others to change, we have to, start with ourselves. And it's right, Rick, you have to step up. You can't sit waiting for somebody else to make change. From my experience, all great people who I've seen make change around the world, like Nelson Mandela, Gandhi, people like that, they have received so much criticism, so much negativity, really hurtful, painful things. But you have to be so strong that you fight the norm in order to rise up. And remember, a strong body is a strong mind. So you've got to look after yourself, because when you change something, guess what? Other people will follow. So sometimes you've got to lead, and being a leader can be very peaceful, and not fitting in with society can be very, very, disheartening as well. It can be a lonely life. But if we want others to change, we have to start with ourselves. And you're right, if we want to heal the world, we've got to take action. We vote with where we spend our money. We can change everything now, but we have to get together as tribe and community.